Grove. Ilaha being the Seminole Indian word, orange. A freeze came through here in 1891. Killed all the oranges. We're still a little far north to survive here. Most of the industry picked up the move to Central and South Florida. That particular breed of orange actually went extinct in that freeze. There's nobody alive today that has ever had a blood red orange from St. Augustine. Now that's got you down the dumps. Hopefully our next stop can make you feel better. Stop 11, the St. Augustine Distillery. Get free tastings and tours. Their famous vodka, gin, whiskey, or rum. Looking for another good restaurant here where I left. Behind the construction here, this is the St. Augustine Fish Camp. Get fresh stuff every day, really good lunch and dinner specials. High quality food at an affordable price. They are open. You can go there for lunch or for dinner. Personal favorite of mine. Definitely a good one to go. Yeah, there's a common misconception. I've had some people hop off the tour and they tell me, oh, you just point out restaurants because you're told to. Nope. When we get trained, they give us the most bare bones. We just talk about the history, the bare bones stuff. All the other stuff I'm giving you, from my personal experience. I've never been to a place, I will gladly tell you, but as you can tell, I've made my way around the restaurant circuit in this city. To our left here is the distillery. Before the distillery used to be an ice plant. This is where you go to get ice for your ice box. In the days of refrigeration, Henry Flagler used to get ice delivered from this very plant to his hotel. You look ahead. That there is a 1947 model of the ice delivery truck. Used to look like. And you want to hop out here, folks, have a couple drinks, have a good time. This is the place to be. Go ahead, folks. You're going that way? All right. Have a good day. Now, this is a day drinking town. No one's going to judge you. You want to hop out here, have a couple drinks, have a good time. This is the place to be. We'll be your official designated drivers for the day. My colleagues and I around every 10 to 15 minutes to pick you up. The official halfway point of the tour. Distillery is to our left. Fish camp is to the right. Those are both open if you wish to check them out. Left back down backwards. Wait for me to come to a complete stop. Listen for the bell. Have a good time, my friends. Oh, thank you so much. It means a lot. God bless. If you really like that, I'll give you one of these. Thank you, my dear. Have a good day, folks. I'll see you around. Just curious, y'all know when the last draw of the day leaves? Next stop 1. It will be here around 5:20-ish. I was going to say, people say, I'm going to be here for 20 minutes. An hour and a half is fine. Have fun. That's how you could do it that way. Have a good day, folks. I always tell people about 5:10, 5:20 is the last ride comes through here. Have fun. And then there were 2. Alright, my friends, get ready to go here. Clear to the left, clear to the right. Nobody on, nobody off. This trolley's back in motion. Keep yourself and all personal belongings inside the vehicle. No smoking, vaping, good consumption of alcoholic beverages, please. Again, my name is James. I'm your guide today.
Yeah, no smoking. No smoking.
Now, Flagler was the largest employer in St. Augustine,
Yeah.
but he wasn't the only employer. I was going to go there, but I changed my mind. I'm going to wait and let these cars go by. Not too far behind him was the Soya Cigar Factory. They were known mostly for their employment of women. The ladies with smaller hands, they rolled cigars tighter and faster than a man or machine of the time period. Look straight ahead to the left, we're going to see a tan brick building coming up. That is the cigar factory. You're going to see 27 stars on the side. That commemorates Florida. They come in the 27th state in the Union in the year 1845. March 3rd, 1845 is Florida's birthday as a state. The ladies that worked here were under a really strict deadline. They had to have 8 million cigars in 5 years. That's 4,500 cigars a day, every day. 365 around the clock, 12-hour shifts. A lot of work. Actually ended up moving that cigar factory over to Tampa. Today it is the Old City Cigar Company. They're in the Tampa, Clearwater, St. Pete area. We got a couple over there, you can check them out. By the way, that's 4,500 per worker. That's not for the factory floor. So you clock into work that day, you were going to hand roll about 5,000 cigars. And they didn't know what carpal tunnel was back then. So if your hand started hurting, and went to go complain about it, they would just tell you to get back to work. Kind of like my dispatcher. Now, folks, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Stop 13 Whetstone Chocolate is open, but we're not going to stop there to do some road work. If you want to go to Whetstone, you're going to get out Stop 12. It's the winery. It's our next stop. We'll point it out and I'll tell you about it. We're going to go by Whetstone. We'll talk about it. Go to the winery, and I'll tell you to get there. Whetstone is coming up here to the left. See a brown sign coming up here? You can purchase or sample their famous chocolate, fudge, gelato, ice cream, coffee. You got a really good frozen hot chocolate. You want to take a tour on the inside of the chocolate factory. You're on the left. They're open, so we're not going to stop there. We'll go to Whetstone. You got to stop 12. It's the winery. It's a short walk away. Straight ahead of us to the left, not the police department. Behind the police department, it's the winery.
Yeah.
The act up the winery, end up over here to the left, so that's now I know. You can purchase or sample their famous red, white, or muscadine varieties of wine. There's a really good restaurant top here as well. Great tastings and tours, go to the winery or the chocolate factory. That's where you want to get out at. This is a very good stop. When I exit here, you're going to exit to the right. Right back down backwards. Wait for me to come to a complete stop. Listen for the bell. Here we are. Oh, here comes trouble. Whoop, well, come on, folks. Got plenty of room. They told me to leave without you. Just kidding. Well, they come around every 10-15 minutes. Not necessarily me, but my other colleagues are out driving around too. You got it. It does. Have a good day, buddy. What's the occasion? What's going on? What are we celebrating today?
Veterans Day.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They ain't got no Welches in there. Alright, folks. Get ready to go here. We're clear to left, clear to right. Nobody on, nobody off. Trolley's back in motion. Keep yourself and all personal belongings inside the vehicle. No smoking, vaping, consumption of alcoholic beverages. I don't know what that is back there. I didn't see it. We're going to keep going. Don't worry. I'm not a party pooper. Don't worry about it. Now, we're leaving the winery. We left the distillery not too long ago. I don't think it's a coincidence that smack dab in the middle is the police department that's straight ahead of us. I can't imagine why they put it there. Speaking of things in a funny spot, look straight ahead over to the left here. You can see like these 3 buildings coming up. They're identical. They call them the triplets. Very original, I know. But these are actually college dorms. And yes, they put dorms right next to a winery. Great idea. Great idea. Imagine turning like a really important paper to have a bunch of wine stains on it. Do I know all about it? Until I've been there a couple times. At Carmella's, got really good pizza, chicken wing, parms. Oh yeah. cold cut sandwiches. Do not let the fact that the restaurant's attached to a gas station deter you from going. The restaurant was here first, the gas station came on later. It's owned by the same family, very nice family that runs it. Got really good lunch and dinner specials. We're going down King Street for the first paved roads of St. Augustine. Henry Flaggers lives rail cars out behind us. Do a shuttle of cars from behind us up to the hotels using a horse and buggy. Now, I don't want to the idea that Flagler got rich off of the Ponce de Leon or the Alcazar. He originally made his fortune in Standard Oil with his partner, John D. Rockefeller. Today that company is Exxon. He wanted to make even more money in the Florida East Coast Railway. He's known for bringing the railroad as far down south to my hometown of West Palm Beach, Florida, and down to Miami. We got Palm Beach County in the house. What's up? Broward. Now, Flagler was one of the richest men of the time period.
Yes.
At the time.
Yes.
He was the third richest person in the world. Number one,
yes,
being the monarch of England. Two, being his friend and partner, John D. Rockefeller, and himself at three. Third richest person, second richest American. And that guy in that orange shirt that went by, his name's Kyle, that's my boss. Next time we see him, we'll say, "Hi, Kyle." Go up here to the left. You're going to see this white fence coming up. This here used to be the Markland Grove. Followed by Orange Grove, St. Augustine. This was to come to the same freeze in 1891 that took out Yalaha. The man who lived here, his name was Andrew Anderson. He's the one that gifted the two marble stone-cut lions. You're going to see the base of the bridge, and then by the bridge of the lions, we'll talk about them. There's our light. We're going to head back up towards Flagler College, the old Ponce de Leon Hotel. Now, this was one of the most important buildings in the city,
yes,
maybe even the state's history. To our left.
yes.
It was built in 1880. At the time, Florida was one of the lowest population states in the Union. It was very difficult to get around. Didn't have a lot of infrastructure. You used to get around by boat, and that's only if you had access to a major port. So Flagler built the hotel, and he quickly realized he needed a way to get his guests and supplies to this hotel, and so he built the railroad. The city and the state have been thriving ever since. Being one of the lowest population states, one of the highest population states in about 100 years. As it stands today, I believe we're number 3 in population behind California and Texas. Our left, the old Ponce de Leon Hotel for the rich. To our right, the Lightner, used to be the Alcazar, hotel for everybody else. We're past the light. Look to our left here coming up.
Casa Monica.
This here's the governor's house. It's home and residence to a couple of Florida's governors before the capital went over to Tallahassee. It's currently a museum owned by the University of Florida.
Ooh.
To our left, the museum open to the public. We're getting ready to head by the plaza. There'll be a bunch of monuments coming up here to the left. Monument dedicated to every major conflict that a resident of St. Augustine has either fought, died, or participated in. Multiple monuments to civil rights movements throughout the plaza as well. We're hanging out here at the light. You're ready to go. Lots of information on our left, lots of good monuments. Definitely take your time walking through. Lots of stuff to see here to the left. We're getting down to the very end. You see a statue of a man pointing. It's a Ponce de Leon. Get over here in the right lane. Sorry, Alexis. Gotta watch it, buddy. Now, a little bit of traffic here. The Bridge of Lions that just went up. We're gonna make it over here in the left lane. See a statue of Ponce here. Find all this stuff. That is a life-size statue of Ponce. All 4'11" of them. And yes, he was considered tall for the time period. The average Spaniard back then was only about 4'6". Where he's pointing at is actually pointing over the Fountain of Youth by stop 22. This next stop is pretty important, what we call the beach bus stop. The bus comes every hour on the half hour. It is currently 2:30. The last one is at 4:30. Got the plaza to our left, restaurants to our right, the big church coming down here at the end, the Basilica of St. Augustine. Do some shopping, get some foods. Our last stop on St. George Street. All the action that's over here to the right. If you want to get out, you're going to exit to the right. Right back down backwards. Wait for me to come to a complete stop. And listen for the bell. Here we are. Stop number 14. Right back down backwards. Come to a complete stop. Listen for the bell. Here we are. How you doing, folks? Welcome on. Have a good day, folks. Have fun. Have a good day, folks. Where's the bride crew at? Where they at? There we go. Have a good day. Have a good day, everybody. Have fun. Where? Oh yeah, that guy, he just rides around. That's just his helmet. That's just his helmet. Yeah, it's his style. How you doing, folks? Go ahead. This is stop 14. We're over halfway through the tour. We hit the rest of the stops. We'll go to 22 and it starts over at 1. My name is James. I'm your guide today. Nobody on, nobody off. This trolley's back in motion. Keep yourself and all persons belonging inside this vehicle. No smoking, vaping, consumption of alcoholic beverages, please. Yeah, my name is James. I'm your guide today. That's all right. Look down here to your right. You're going to see this last cream color building. This is the original jail for St. Augustine. What do you recognize? Where are we? Right across the street from the Ponce de Leon. Where that ballroom and the Tiffany stained glass. You can look out that window and see all the prisoners over here to your right. Exactly. As you can imagine, Flagler wasn't too happy about it. Just like all of Flagler's proms, he threw money at it and he got what he wanted. The jail was moved over to stop number 1. When you get to stop 1, you're going to see a pink colored building. Let that pink color fool you. That was the hanging jail. It was the county jail to the year 1953. I think it's kind of funny that the new jail is called the old jail, but hey, I didn't name it. We're going to get over here in the right lane. You're going to see a church coming up here on the right. It's the Trinity Episcopal Parish. The oldest Episcopal parish in Florida. It's the first Protestant church of the city. Catholics are here first. Protestants came in later. This is built in 1821, right to our right. Now I'm going to slow down here. You're ready to look to your right. You're going to see like this empty building coming up. Why don't you look at the handles on the door? as an original Woolworth store. That one there is famous for a sit-in to integrate the lunch counters. That one there made national news. It was at Wells Fargo like a year ago. They didn't pay their bills, now they're gone. Go over to the right, you're going to see a yellow building coming up. It's the A1A Ale Works. It used to be Potter's Wax Museum. Remember, stop 3 is the original one coming up here on the right. They actually filmed the 1953 movie House of Wax here with Vincent Price. Wax. There's a couple different things. There's a restaurant, there's a couple shops in here. On the other side, there's a little reception hall called the Waite Room. Yes. I'm laughing because you think that I wouldn't know who he is. I remember him laughing into Michael Jackson's Thriller. I'm trying to yell over this whole thing going on over here. Make the right turn here. We'll go by the Bayfront. We'll talk about it. Here we go. We're going to talk about this building a little bit more when we come back. You been to the Ale Works? Very nice. Up here on our left, this is our municipal marina. The oldest continuously occupied and operated marina in the continental United States. It's just as old as the city itself, 457 years old. Keep your eyes over here to the left. No, we're not being attacked by pirates. It's a Black Raven out there. Do little charter cruises out here in the water here to our left. Got the Scooter Freedom. There's a couple different boats out there you can charter, and they'll take you out. Keep your eyes to your left here. You may get lucky and see a couple dolphins. This is called the Bay of the Dancing Dolphins. You'll see them by the boats. You'll see them by the buoys. While you're looking out there, look all the way out to your left. You'll see our famous lighthouse. That lighthouse there is 219 steps up, 219 steps down. Now for the faint of heart, folks. Don't do what I did and go to the distillery first and then go there. I was going to say, I walked right past the elevator, maybe about halfway up the ride, the mistake I made. Whether you decide to ride up or walk up, it's definitely worth it. You can see everything in every direction. It's probably one of the best views you'll get around. Top 2-3 area to take pictures. Great place to go. We're getting ready to go around the bend here. You're going to see a big yellow building coming up. It's the St. Francis Barracks. When the Spanish were here, this is a St. Briskin monastery or a priory. When the Spanish left and the English came in, it became an army barracks. It's been one ever since. Currently home to the Florida National Guard. It's actually headquarters for the Florida National Guard. It is Veterans Day, folks. So say thank you to all the veterans. Thank you for your service. There's actually a national cemetery down here to the left. Want to go pay your respects. Those who've fallen. Up here on the right, this is stop 15. The oldest house to our right. The city's been burned inside, but it is closed, so we're not going to stop here. It does open up back up tomorrow, I believe. Honestly, I can deal with construction trucks, I can do them all, but the leaf blowers, if you're trying to talk over those are the worst. To our left, this White House with the fence. That is the Chechi house. That's an example of what a cut catalog house at the turn of the century used to look like. The days of going out in the woods, cutting down a tree, measuring, sanding, those days were over thanks to the Industrial Revolution. All you had to do was open up your favorite catalog, pick what home you wanted, and all the pieces will come delivered to your property, directions included, for $3,000. For an additional $3,000, you feel like building yourself, someone from the catalog company come out and build it for you. Straight ahead, the Chechi house. Looked at Seers for one catalog. So this dude just looking right at me, thinking his nose, like we can't see it. Some people have no self-awareness at all. This was not a Sears house with no markings on the inside. No one knows which catalog it belongs to. It's actually owned by the same breeds of spirits. Alright folks, I'm going to warn you, this guy's blowing leaves here. I hope he stops when we go by. He doesn't look like he is, but I hope he does. Thank you guys, have a good day. We're heading down by the bayfront. Let's keep our eyes out there, looking for a dolphin. While we're looking, look ahead, you'll see our famous drawbridge. That is the Bridge of Lions.
Yes.
That was built during the Florida boom in 1927. Had a little bit of work since 2008. That's our famous drawbridge. It's called the Bridge of Lions because at the base of the bridge are two marble stone-cut lions. They're made out of the same marble as Michelangelo's David. They're actually modeled after two Medici lions from Venice, Italy. What was that? It's supposed to be a bed and breakfast. It's actually the second iteration of a place called the Waite. I don't know how you say it exactly, but apparently there's a restaurant just like it on the other side of town. I guess whatever happened, I don't know if it was a financial thing or whatever, but they're rebuilding here right. It should probably be done around the end of the holiday season. This is the really cool part about it. There's actually a hole in the middle, and you can look down like it's kind of like an aquarium. It's really cool. This place opens, it's going to be really popular. Alright folks, this next stop we're coming up on, this is stop 16. This is the marina. We'll be right between the marina and the ale works. This stop's a little funny. There's no place for me to actually pull into here. I have nowhere to actually park, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on my hazards. If you want to get out, you're going to exit to the right. And only to the right. Marina to the right. Ale works to the left. Right back down backwards. Wait for me to come to a complete stop. Listen for the bell. Here we are. Nobody on, nobody off. This trolley's back in motion. Keep yourself and all personal belongings inside the vehicle. No smoking, vaping, consumption of alcoholic beverages. But they're probably going to take a couple photos there. They're going to have the reception there. There's a place called the White Room, very popular place to have a reception after a wedding. A lot of brides get married down by stop 14 where the cathedral is. Great city to get married in. Very expensive.